when God told Adam, he said, of all the fruits that are in this place, you can eat this, you can eat all this. But that one, don't eat. Because the day you eat that one, you will become an offense to my plan. The issue of separation. The issue of separation. I have a plan, but this is the only way this plan will work with you. I'm looking for something. When God came, I said, look, I put you here. I'm the landlord here. I devised, I designed, I set this place up. And there's a way I want, there's something I'm looking for here. Now, this Satan, two of us cannot be coming here. And you are the keeper of this garden. The issue of separation has been long time. A challenge and a struggle. When God has his plan for you, and there are other alternatives that are dangled. And the challenge has been with us to stay with God's plan and separate ourselves to it. Satan was driven out of heaven. So he came here and started visiting the place as well. Now, a friend of mine once asked, he said, when God did not want Adam and Eve to eat of that fruit, why did he create it there? That maybe we write it on the pack of medicine tablets. Keep out of reach of children. That if God did not want them to eat it, why did he create it there? I also don't have answer. But it seems to me like the issue is more of the luxury of choice that he gave us. The asset of choice. I'm also surprised that when Satan was coming into that house and discussing the food that they should not eat, up to the point that Eve collected the food and ate it. Up to the point that Eve gave the food to Adam and he ate. I am still surprised that God did not start running down from heaven and say, Kai, stop it. I'm still surprised that he let them eat before coming to ask. It continued to look to me as if God's plan is also in this, that even if they ate it and he comes around, he can handle the outcome and keep them there. Which was why I asked, where are you? A question that you know the answer. Is there a place anybody will be that God will not know where he is? He knows where they are. We take our solace and contentment in the fact that yes, they ate it. But it looks to me like this coming that God came to ask and to visit, he still can handle the outcome. And they said, we heard your voice in the garden and we were afraid. And so we ran away and hid ourselves. And then he asked, who told you are naked? Could it be that you have eaten of the fruit that I told not to eat? He saw them when they were eating. It looks to me like, yes, they ate it, which they're not supposed to. But this is coming. He could handle it. Do you also remember that the Bible says that there is also a tree of life in the garden? And that if they stretch their hand up and eat the fruit, they will live forever. It will erase the consequences of this one. The solution was also in the garden. And all Adam needed was a positive attitude that will help God to place his finger on it, and you could remain there. That's why I'm talking about God developing an alternative spiritual community whose rules of engagement can be different from the one in heaven. The angels who sinned were not forgiven. The possibility of their recovery was not discussed. So I continue to think of the fact that it looks to me like God wanted to design an alternative spiritual community in which the rules there will be different. The matter of grace can play out. But when Adam was saying, it was the woman that you sent here the other day, is the one that is doing this thing. Then God went to the woman and said, Madam, what happened? It seemed like I said, God is looking for a spiritual community that he can assemble that is different from the one in heaven. It should be enough when Adam ate the fruit, Eve ate the fruit, to come in and chase them out and get angry with them and chase them out. What is this investigation that we are doing? This inquiry, what is it all about? Then Eve said it was snake. And God wasn't going to go to snake to ask. Because when you start playing God back and forth, you forfeit. That's what Jonah said, that those who observe lying vanities forsake their own mercy.